So just to reiterate, if I want to change my aspect ratio the long way, I can say --Q2 to maintain that, --S75 just to maintain my stylized value, and then --AR and 2x3, and that will make it long ways. And so we can go ahead and start a prompt just to test that out. And so to see more of the options that you have, you can type /settings. You've already seen me do /info, that brings up some information, which is quite useful. If I do /settings, you're going to get the different kinds of information. As you can see, some of these types of things you can click manually, but you, for example, with stylized, need to type it in the precursor suffix in order to be able to actually have control. You can see that there's some other types of upscaling you can do. I typically stick with regular, but there's nothing against light upscale. You can see there's a remix mode. We'll get to that next video. And there's also a Niji mode, and we'll get to that too. Hello, welcome back. By next video, I evidently meant now. So here we are with our wobbly wobblies. If you can make up words, you can make up a lot of words. I do it all the time. It's really interesting to see what it does. And it kind of tells you how the system works. On the technical side, I'm not going to really talk much about how Midjourney actually works in this type of technology, just because it's really complicated. Machine learning to use it is not that complicated, but to actually understand the stuff, there's a better video. I'll put it on the screen right now to get it into the basics of that. So what I wanted to cover right now is Niji mode and remix mode. We can enable both at the same time. So it's just an enable type of thing with both of these. And so what remix mode does is it changes the V. And so instead of, say, variating on 4, I'm just going to create a remix on 4. And so I can use the same parameters, even the same prompt, but I'm going to change up the prompt. I'm going to make it a pancake. And let's just see if it can do that. This is really how simple it is. I really don't use it that often because I don't think it's that coherent most of the time. I don't think it's the best, but I do enjoy it. You know, it's nice to change things up and be able to remix things. And it creates a different kind of image than you're going to get with normal prompting. You're going to get a totally different kind of algorithm to produce some really wild results. This came out interesting. Now, with Niji mode enabled, all we have to do is generate a prompt, and it'll do it in Niji mode. So this is, of course, quite anime styled. And so it's basically a huge database of images for generating with anime. And so we can take something like beautiful Kyoto, and that'll do something great. Oh, right.
So the prefer suffixes, we gotta change those. --Q2, --AR 2x3. Now we can do it.
Beautiful Kyoto, beautiful Tokyo, anime, lunch. Oh, it says Q full. So when you see this, oh, by the way, I named my guy a strange Lupin, my bot. You can nickname him. When it says Q full, this means you have to resubmit this prompt. So I've hit the maximum in the queue. We message kelp. So unfortunately, we've got him. Oh, we're in fast mode. Okay, so it's going to go really fast anyway. I'll go ahead and change that back to relaxed. However, we have some running jobs on, I believe. Yep, these are my main servers. These are running jobs. Eco City, you can see frogmen going to take you away that are generating in relaxed mode. So we'll just have to wait for those. All right, that just about concludes this video. One of the last things I'll show you is the Midjourney server again, just because it's a really cool place. There's a lot to see here. Next video, we're going to go into how to download your photos, and that's going to use the website. So you can see there's some big clubs for people who have a lot of images, and there's member support. If you ever have a problem, they reply pretty quickly. They have announcements. They just released a new thing, actually, a new feature, which is, it's happening all the time. Then we have image jams for collaborative image making, all kinds of stuff. Women of Midjourney, and then a prompt FAQ. So this is a community FAQ that you can use. There's a lot of stuff to get into, how people use it in the world, Paintovers, show and tell in general. Definitely worth checking out a lot of these channels.